Hello, friends.
Hi.
Welcome. We have a special edition today.
We do.
It's somebody's birthday. Go, Shorty. It's your birthday. Go, Shorty.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us. And before we get into today's episode, do not forget to subscribe, like us on Twitter, subscribe on Facebook or one of them.
Listen.
I'm not the social media person.
No. So what you're going to do is you're going to subscribe to this channel. You're going to like this video. Smash that like button, y'all. Like this video. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. And like us on Facebook.
All of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, this is good.
It is.
This is really good. So, we have two very special guests with us today. Shanequa's childhood friends.
Yes. So we have Amanda and we have Hugo.
Yes, and they're going to tell us all of those secrets about Shanequa that a lot of us don't know about her childhood.
With discretion.
Why, Shanequa?
No, okay. I mean, you know. So we should probably go to the grave with, because it's you, I'm worried.
Right, I'm in the clear here.
Right, you kind of in the clear.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already was like, I'm thinking about asking these questions. She was like, well, Mercedes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer that one.
Right.
Just remember, we all have a past and we all evolve.
And we're all married.
Right. All of us.
All of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start with.
Okay.
Oh,
This sounds
okay. Now
cauliflower. It's
I'm
kinda
questioning.
spicy.
What's this a good idea? Is it spicy?
It's
Yeah.
buffalo.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's buffalo.
Got a little twang right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with Amanda. Tell us how you guys met. Do you remember?
You know, I was thinking
Shanequa, do you
about this
remember?
like all week, but I feel like I just remember her on the block. And I was
On the block.
well,
Shanequa from the block, huh? What were you doing on the block, Shanequa?
like we lived on the same block.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I was like, was it 6? Was it 7? I kind of do remember you with your pigtails
Mhm.
and the
I
and your
remember.
grandmother used to put those big barrettes on the end.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, the memory of your grandfather and that bike. Remember that? I don't remember that
Yes.
bike he got with
With
those
the
big
handlebars.
handlebars.
The big ones, yeah.
I was so upset with him. I had a beach cruiser. And my hand, I don't know what he did, but he took the handlebars off and put the big banana handlebars on it. And I was like, I did not want to ride my bike.
So she used to like, and so the thing was to like ride around the block.
Mhm.
And so she used to want me to ride her bike around
my
the block.
bike.
Yes.
That's
So
her.
I think that's one of our earliest memories.
That's how we met.
But wait, do you have a bike?
Did I have a bike then?
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted to ride your bike
Right.
and make you ride
Right.
her embarrassing bike.
Yes.
Right. Because I wanted to be cool. Because everyone
Yes.
would joke on me.
Yes.
Do you do it?
I did.
Yeah. Aw, you took one for the team?
I did.
What a good friend.
Took a lot for the
Yes.
team.
Oh, whoa.
Don't mind throwing you under the bus.
No,
well.
not at all.
Whoa. All right, Hugo, what's your story?
So we met around 8 years old when I moved to the neighborhood that they're talking about. So I lived a few blocks away from them, but we met because our parents were close. And so one day I think she came home and I was sitting on her porch. And that's exactly how we met. And then we became good friends from there.
Did
So-
y'all take karate together too?
No.
Oh, that was the other girl.
Yeah, that was Stephanie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You remember her?
yeah.
Yeah.
So the three of you lived on the same block?
Well, the same
The
neighborhood.
same neighborhood?
Right.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And look at you, you're still here.
we
Still
still
here.
together.
Still
Yeah.
together.
And I still live in the neighborhood. Well, I moved
do?
back to the neighborhood, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
What street?
Lansing Avenue. I
Okay.
literally stay across the street from where
Yeah.
I grew up.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave? You want to stay?
Well, I moved back to help become
Yeah.
a caregiver for my parents who have now transitioned. So,
Got it.
yeah. So we'll probably be leaving in a little bit.
No, that's cool though.
Good.
To have those to still be in the same place where you have so many childhood memories. Alrighty. So besides that first memory of meeting, what other early funny memories do you have of Shanequa as a little girl or as a teenager?
Or as an
That
adult.
worked for the two of you.
So I do remember. Oh gosh, Friday nights.
Oh yes.
What was going on Friday night? And at what age was this?
Oh my gosh, this was like middle school, where it was like, really happening every Friday.
What?
What was happening this Friday?
The card game.
Oh yeah.
No.
Right.
Who was
Yeah,
that
the card
Friday night
game
fellowship.
Absolutely.
Religiously.
With the big bowls of spaghetti or yak.
Yeah.
that her grandmother used to prepare, and she had card games at her house, and we would be in the den. Myself, Hugo, Shanequa, and Jackie. And
Your cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
playing spades. And I think she would always make me be your partner because she wanted to be with Jackie.
You know what? I see how your stories are going.
Right.
Okay.
Because she always wanted to
Is
win.
that how you remember
it's,
Right. And
Because she wanted to win.
Jackie was older, probably like more experienced.
right.
No, let you and Hugo be partners.
Oh,
Oh, then there was another girl named Toya.
Toya. You remember that? Oh my God. Yes, Amanda.
And she's, oh gosh, never mind.
Right. Right.
Well, I
Remember,
was
this is
serious
gonna be aired.
about my card game, and I wanted to win.
So here's the truth. She was serious about everything, okay? Her pride had to be intact. So if anything was embarrassing, it was on you. You had to take the fall for everything.
God.
Because she didn't want, she had this cool card she had to maintain at all times. So the banana boat bite, the handlebars was an absolute no-go. So Amanda was right. She had to win. She has to win at everything. She's real competitive. So some of the other memories I have in Spald. Oh my God, she couldn't even. Listen, when it rained, she got driven to the bus stop or to school. Most kids were sitting with our raincoat, our rain gear. It could be sprinkling. Like they be like, Shanequa ain't coming today. She ain't riding the bus today. We'll meet her at school. We'll meet her at the lockers. And I'm sure that happened, so we went to the same middle school, but we didn't go to the same high school. But I'm sure it was the same way. What else I remember? Oh, I'll tell my most embarrassing moment later.
Oh man!
Well, let's get into them.
That'd be a great segue.
So let's talk about it, right? So,
Oh God! Help
you remember back in the day, letter writing was a big thing for us. Letter writing. Even though we might be the same, so we didn't text. So we wrote letters, right?
Yeah.
So we could be sitting in the same room and writing each other letters.
Yeah.
We shared some of our secrets in letters. I'm on my summer vacation in Norfolk, so every summer I went to Norfolk to stay with my brother, right? And so this one leaves the box of letters out. The letters are now discovered, have been read.
My favorite part.
Yes. And shared with Linda Artist, who's now calling me and coming to pick me up because now I'm in trouble and on punishment because the days that I wrote a letter, thanks to this one.
Let me tell you
What
what
was
else
in the
she did.
letters?
Oh, we can't discuss it. Can't discuss the contents for
Can't
the
discuss
public.
that or reconcile, can we?
No. I was gonna get there. Listen.
You can.
Right, okay.
Thank you, Jesus, for deliverance.
Right.
She did the same thing to me, Hugo.
Why?
She did. So this is when people didn't have cell phones,
Right.
and you would call and leave a voicemail, or you could record yourself on the voicemail.
On the machine.
Yeah,
the
the
machine. Mm-hmm.
So we were fresh. We were a little fresh. Use a couple of curse words.
Uh-huh.
So I left this curse-laden message on Miss Porter's.
How's that my fault?
She was supposed to delete it.
You already knew the friend code.
How do you know I heard it?
Because you were on the phone. We were
on the phone
talking together.
Also, you can read. Oh, I know what you're saying. Back in the days when you had
yourself.
that you will press. You can record. You didn't delete the
Girl, I don't know. I
But I was so glad she didn't tell my grandmother, because
I'll probably beg her. Don't tell grandma,
yeah,
cause she ain't mean it.
yeah.
And grandma listen.
Man, grandma did listen.
She just-
Shaniqua could get her to
I think
do
she may have said,
almost
like-
anything. Or Shaniqua could get
Oh,
out
yeah.
of anything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're in trouble. while this one is just scot-free.
I think Miss Porter may have said something to me like, you know that wasn't nice language for you to
Aw.
say something like that.
Yes. Oh, Fanny Porter.
Oh, Miss Porter. So what are some of the personality characters? Because they say that you develop your personality by the time you're 5. So they say, right? What are some of the personalities or characteristics of her personality as a child that you still see today?
Oh, these are great questions.
Like Hugo said, she's very. Well, you didn't say this, but I've always said like she's very headstrong, for like a lack of a better word. And so when she wanted something, she was gonna get it. So she
At
is
all costs.
Including what? What?
like anything. So I do see that like transpiring in a good thing, like later on in adulthood or what have you. Like I always felt like you are where you are, like you're supposed to be a boss. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you've always had that spirit. I always tell Hugo so when are you going to seminary?
Right.
Seriously, because I always feel like she just always knows what to say, to make the situation better or to provide guidance in whatever area that one may need it. So like she's definitely supposed to be in counseling. She's definitely supposed to be a boss. So
Oh, you're so
Awesome.
sweet.
That's good, Amanda. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. I was like, well, I wonder what they're going to say, what they're going to ask. I'm going to be prepared. Because we all are like living what we talked about, besides I didn't become a principal like I always thought I wanted to be. but I've done youth development all my life, but it's one of those things as I was thinking about our friendships, we're all living like the life that we dream about or dreamt about at that point. When you ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? These were the things that we talked about, and Shanequa's doing it, Amanda's doing it, I'm doing it. And so, like Amanda was saying, it's one of those characteristics that were developed very early, but is a foundational characteristic and trait that, that headstrong, go-getter kind of attitude and mentality has definitely served her well.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So sweet.
So now we're in the
Mushy.
What do you appreciate more or enjoy more about her friendship?
I think I appreciate her honesty. And so like if I tell her something, I know I'm not gonna get like a sugar-coated answer.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that's what I need a lot of times, is just to hear like what it is, and that I appreciate that.
Okay.
And I would say her consistency. She's been pretty consistent in her character, all throughout our lives. And no matter who was around, she didn't like change. Or, we have friends like me and Amanda are friends because of Shanequa. We've developed our own friendship. But, I met Amanda because of Shanequa. But then we had our independent friends as well, and so she's never changed in that regard of no matter who she's become a friend with, is always, if I'm around, I'm included, or and vice versa. So that consistency I really appreciate.
Very good. Before we get to the next part, is there anything you want to ask your friend?
No, I can't think of anything right now. I'm just taking it all in.
They say a lot of good things
They
about you. So how do
are.
you feel about that? Do you know these things? Do you kind of felt them before but was never...
A little bit, but you know how sometimes we can be our own worst critic. And lots of times I always second guess myself and just things in general. So hearing it, being able to hear it from someone else kind of reaffirms and reassures, me on some things. So yeah.
Nice. So we're going to play a game.
I love games.
Because she loves the game. And mostly questioning games. Is that right? Games about
or
asking
words
questions.
or like taboo. Like I just love games.
All right, so we're going to play a game,
She likes to win.
and she likes to win, but she's not. Gonna
I'm not
play.
playing this though.
She's not gonna play. She's not going to play. I will ask the questions to Hugo and Amanda, and this is.
Are you gonna eat your guac? No, I'm just asking. Are you gonna eat it? Okay.
What a waste.
Right. Don't waste
That's
me
a
off.
waste.
That's another thing. I will eat off your plate. Go ahead.
Okay, so who knows Shanequa best, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to have you write it, but I don't know if that's a good idea because we have so much in front of us already. So just yell it out. Don't wait for the other person to answer to then want to answer your question. To then answer or give your answer.
Right.
Say your answer as soon as I finish with the question.
You should have sent me the questions in advance.
That was the whole point. I don't want you to think ahead.
Right. Okay.
All right. Ready? Okay. I have them in my phone. I wrote it down right here. All right. I think one you kind of already answered. I'm going to ask anyway to see if anybody gives a more specific answer.
Just ask it.
Yeah, just ask it because they.
As a child, what did Shanequa want to be as an adult, or when she grew up?
I feel like at one point you were I could be wrong. You were considering law.
Yeah, lawyer.
Yeah.
It was always criminal justice.
Yeah.
I was like, law. Yep.
That was your degree, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. All right. 1 point each. Let's see where this goes. And will you say that the memories that you share with us today are your favorite memories of Shanequa, or do you have any others that you would like to share?
They're my favorite, but I have plenty more.
Right, like
I don't know if they're
my favorite.
Anything controversial? Any fights? Any arguments?
I think like I've always considered.
Now here's where I got to push the plate a little bit. And
I want tea, right?
No, I was
controversy.
Well, we always argue because both
I
of
was
us are
gonna say,
headstrong.
right.
So we got into it all the time.
All the time.
But it didn't break our friendship.
No,
You know what I'm
it
saying? It was
didn't.
like one of those things that we just had the moment and then you moved on.
Yeah,
But
like
yeah.
siblings.
Right.
What was the worst argument?
Because him, it's Hugo.
You
know Hugo.
And you know I'm going to have the last word.
Every time.
So, I mean, I'm going to let her be great, but I'm going to find a way to get back in there. We did have a period where we didn't talk as often, but that was crazy.
I mean, did at any point got to where you were kind of like, oh, when I see her, I'm gonna fight her?
Oh
No, never like that.
No, I was gonna like Hugo. I think I think our friendship has like stood the test of times. Like we've had a couple of ebbs and flows or what have you, but I'm thankful that like we were able to move past a lot of those things and see the bigger picture. I feel like our foundation, I feel like we took that into account. Well, I did, so to speak. Like I've known her too long, and so whatever like you may be bothered by or anything that may have happened, feelings that may have been hurt. You apologize and you just move on because you guys know life is short. And
Right.
And that's what a good friendship is about,
It
right?
is.
When you have that brotherhood, that sisterhood, that tie that goes beyond just being friends,
Right.
And it's situations where you are not on agreement or you have an argument and being able to go back.
Right.
When you go back, it's like stronger. It's every time it's a little bit stronger because it's like, well, we were able to get over this.
Yeah.
That means that this really means something
Right.
to me. Whatever it is that we're doing here,
Yeah.
I really value.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so another instance is like we work together a lot. We've even gotten fired together.
Why? That's
Oh,
what I want.
fired.
Put on long-term suspension and they never called us back for.
And so me listening to other people was like it was her fault. And so we may or may not have been on the investigation. And our names were both out. And, like,
Yes.
and other people were like, that's your girl's fault. And I'm like, what? Well, she wouldn't do that. But I never really confronted her or asked her or listened to her side. It was just listening to other people. And so I was in my feelings because I was like, Lord, I got fired. But,
Yes.
but when I walked out, I was like, you know what? I didn't even need this job.
What do you guys
Why am I holding on
do?
to it? We may or may not have been on the
We
investigation.
may or may not have been. Nothing has been concluded.
And still to this day, we're just suspended.
We're just suspended to this day.
So, but the
So that's all you're gonna share.
Somebody said something about passing groceries.
Okay.
They were stealing.
whatever do you mean? I will not confirm or deny
I'm not
such
confirming
allegations.
or denying.
Okay.
That's all we know is we've been suspended.
It's still suspended.
Still suspended today.
Still
That
suspended.
was so funny.
Alrighty. Alright. Is Shanequa a cookie, ice cream, or cake person? Cookie, ice cream, or cake person?
I don't know. I would say cake.
I'm gonna say ice cream.
Okay. Well,
I'm a cookie person.
Rip.
No, I'm not.
I love cookies. I know that.
Yep, I'm a cookie person.
Okay, I guess she grew out of the ice cream and the cake.
Yep.
Alrighty. I don't know if we know where you guys met. Oh, what was Shanequa's first car?
Oh, that Escort.
No score. Yep.
What color was it?
Tan.
Beige, gold,
Yeah,
cream.
gold.
That's
Champagne.
family.
At what age did you get your first car?
16.
Oh wow! Look at you.
Fanny.
Hello. Would not have had it no other way. My Shanequa will pick me up for work. As long as I got ride to work, I'm
Take me
good.
to school.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you were taking everybody places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any stories about that first car?
No.
I was about to say,
Lord, my mind just went somewhere. No.
I don't have any.
No.
Let's just say it got her through college.
It got me through college.
Did we say we were gonna go buy matching Ultimas?
Did we say that?
We did.
Yeah, we
went
did.
We went to the dealership and
I
picked them
love
out.
going to dealerships.
I was gonna say she used to tell me stories about just going to the dealership
Oh yeah,
just to
we were
test.
crazy.
Drive.
Let me tell you, we did that at the Acura dealership. This man was so scared. We were like, yeah, we're gonna test drive the car. Yo, we were gone for like 3 hours.
Where did you go?
Everywhere.
It was an Acura dealership from Military
How
Hospital.
was-
The
yeah.
orange one, right?
We were all on Cavalier Manor in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Man, I can't.
Hey.
I didn't know that was a thing. We did that. We were in college.
Yeah,
and we were
they
like,
would make a copy of your ID.
Right.
They
Yeah.
let you take it.
We wouldn't test
That's
drive.
right.
But not
Ultimas.
to take it.
I know.
23 hours later,
I
or
was
to go
gone.
from one city to
He was on
another.
edge.
I was gone. All that and didn't even buy it.
Oh, you didn't even buy the
He
car.
was just probably thankful we came back with it.
Mm-hmm.
He knew when we left, or when they left. She won't buy that car. Nobody wasting my
How
time.
old were you? How old were you guys?
You had to be,
Eight?
no,
No.
maybe like 20.
1920.
So that was really your thing.
Mm-hmm.
She
Same
likes
with
to go
houses.
house window shopping. car window
Yeah.
shopping.
I used to always go to open houses and tell the people I would approve
Wow.
to go.
Wow.
Let me tell y'all something about Shanequa. She will sit there and tell you a whole lie to
A whole
your
lie.
face.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just gonna put a
Right.
whole lie to your face. And then like 24 hours or maybe 24 months later.
Right.
Wait, no, that's a big
Yeah.
gap between 24 hours and 24
Man.
months
And
later.
she
Be
could
like,
tell you
yeah, I
the
was
story.
just playing. I ain't.
Right. With a straight face, it would be so believable, and then you would be like, "Oh, okay." 2 days later, 24 months later, or whatever, when you find out, oh no, that wasn't the truth at all. No truth in it at all.
Not now.
And you really believe me? You
really believe? Why did you believe me? Yep.
I think it was your birthday maybe 2 or 3 years ago, right? Herbert and we went to Bonefish when Howard proposed again.
Oh yeah.
So one of his coworkers was there, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I would say maybe like, how do you know him or something like that, right? She told me this like whole lie. I'm like, I don't know what the lie was.
Which coworker?
I don't know who he was.
Yeah, but I know she's good with that because I remember
I like to play.
too much sometimes.
I like to play with
Too much
them.
sometimes because years ago I made a comment because I used to play around and say, "Oh yeah, you know Beyonce, that's my best friend." But right away I'll start laughing, right? This one right here told we were working somewhere else, I think, or it was with Envision. I don't know, but I made that comment. And she kept going with it, like, yeah, and I'm looking at her like, and she will give you that look, like, go along, like, just.
Right.
Yep. I remember.
And she created this whole story that for years, this old
That
person.
was not for years.
No, for years, this person still believed that. Are you really friends with Beyonce?
No, I thought we were.
No, because
I thought we were talking to Medina.
No, I'm not going to say the name, but it's someone. And that person years later will say, "Are you really for real? Are you really friends with Beyonce?"
Well, I mean,
but
if someone believes that,
that's it. No,
without the perks.
No, because the way you, because you can tell a story. I agree with Amanda and Hugo. You know how to tell a story. With a straight face.
Guys, that just means I'm a good narrator.
Yes.
Straight out of Portsmouth.
Right. Whatever that means.
Great things come out of Portsmouth, y'all.
That they do.
They do.
It's like that great lie you just told.
So what was Shanequa's last nickname as a child? What was her nickname?
Tushu.
Miss Tushu.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. And do you think that Shanequa would rather drive there or fly there? Whatever.
Definitely
Don't just start adopting these questions either. Let me tell you something. We have dealt with these would you rather questions all of our lives. I'm sick of it. You hear me?
Thank you.
There's always been a scenario.
Isn't it always
You're
a
gonna
scenario?
get asked like 25 questions. You're gonna get the same question over like 4 different times.
And then four different ways. Yeah.
Because your imagination was how I got out of places. Like, I did. My imagination just took me wherever, and I just went wherever it took me.
Wow, but it took you far sometimes, huh?
No, it didn't take me far sometimes. It didn't take me far sometimes.
Yeah, because I've been like, where do you get these questions from? And you're right, because since I have known, and of course, I've known her for a portion of the time that you guys have known her, but always the same way with these questions, and I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I like to get to the bottom of things, and you just keep asking why, and then why,
No,
and
but
then
some
why.
of these questions have, there's no going anywhere with them.
That's what you think.
Oh, okay. All right, then. So
Yeah.
there's a reason for you behind it.
Yes, because like Hugo said, if you ask the same question maybe a different way, you can actually extract the answer, because I may not be asking really what I'm trying to get to head on.
Those
I
are
may
her
be going
attorney
around
skills.
because I know how people are.
Was she always like this?
Always.
Yes.
Always. This is not a put on.
So do you want to hear something funny?
I
Shanequa coached me in my first fight.
That's what I
Oh,
wanted
I believe it.
tell
I
me.
believe it.
I did.
How?
I was in 7th grade. She was in 8th.
Because
And
I wasn't gonna be no punk. Come on,
no, I
Amanda.
wasn't hanging with her. Let me jump back. Let me just tell this really quick. I remember she was about to fight somebody I went to the church with. And you may have been there too, Hugo. And I was like, Lord, we about to fight today. She had her Vaseline in her book bag.
You walked out with Vaseline in your book?
Nope.
Oh,
We
right.
knew
I
we were
thought so.
gonna
Okay.
fight.
I thought
You
so,
were
yeah.
prepared.
But yeah, she told me everything to say. She's like, you gotta knock on her door, say this, say that. And I said everything she said. And I got beat up too.
Oh, that was so terrible.
She wasn't there. Huh? Yeah, you weren't there that
I
day.
wasn't there.
So you coached her and then sent her along?
I coached her because I knew I wasn't gonna be there. The girl was horrible to Amanda.
She got beat up.
Well, that's all a part of life. It ain't really an L if your
And my brother
from
was
it.
there. too, and he just when she got me down to the ground, he broke it up.
Yeah, I mean, you go
Good
through that
old fashioned
7,
fight.
8
Good old
So
grade.
ask her if she's ever been in a fight.
Have you ever been in a fight?
I mean, does my brother count? I can
No.
say yeah.
Oh,
No,
He doesn't count.
They didn't used to fight all
They used to
the
get in some serious fights.
time. I was like, leave him alone, yo.
Oh my God.
This girl, she was semi-a-bully.
I was not a bully. I
She
was a
was
bully.
semi-a-bully, not really
Am
a
I not
bully.
fully there?
I know,
Right, she
Lord
just-
Jesus, don't let me
Listen,
fight.
that getting to the end of the thing, or in discovering the deeper meaning, you know, egged a lot of stuff on.
They do say sometimes you get in certain careers, especially in counseling, when you're trying to amend things about yourself in the past. So you were a semi-bully coaching
I wouldn't say that.
Amanda to fight.
I
And then
wouldn't say
you-
I was a bully because I didn't tell Amanda. Like, I didn't send her.
No, not with Amanda sending her to fight.
She
Coaching
probably
her.
said you need
She
to punch
coached
her
me
in the
into a
face.
fight, too.
Huh?
No,
She coached you into a
because.
fight too.
I mean, I was already going to fight the person.
Okay, I was gonna say that before. I know you talking about that middle school fight, and that had nothing to do with
I
me.
feel like I remember
it
it.
didn't have nothing to do with her. She was the byproduct of the fight.
Because I was friends with his sister.
No, not that fight.
Oh.
I'm talking about the neighborhood.
How many fights have you instigated?
No, I have not.
The neighborhood, this person she was dating, or was dating at one time.
Keep going.
I don't remember this.
On the side street. You don't remember this?
I heard about it. I wasn't
So I'm
there.
going to confront them.
I
You know, they
didn't
were
see the two
spreading, they were
people.
spreading rumors and lies. It was 2 people, exactly.
Oh, I don't
They was
remember.
spreading
Now, how
lies.
is that my fault if somebody's spreading lies and rumors about you? Now, how is that my
So
fault?
I get out there to confront the person. You know, we're gonna, get to the bottom of it and whatever.
I don't remember
And this
that.
one in the background. You said you was gonna do it, and I did. You said you was gonna do it. Soon as you see, didn't he say it? Didn't he say it? And next thing I know, we were scrapping. Yeah. And then somebody tried to jump in it, right? And so I'm from the hood all day, so my reflexes kicked in, and this good old elbow gave him a right to his glasses in his eye.
I don't remember
He won't jump
this.
in.
It starts with a V.
Yes. Won't jump in nothing else.
Putting Hugo on the spot.
What was that one?
His sister, right?
No.
Was it a Yana or something like that?
No.
No, alrighty, but
Okay.
let's move
Well,
along.
yeah, we'll
Yeah,
talk about
Really
it
getting to
after.
know you now, girl. Really
Off
getting to
camera,
know
we'll talk
you.
about that one.
What is Shanequa's
Oh, wait.
middle name?
Oh,
Martinet.
Oh,
Aw.
okay.
Like everybody, like 4 or 5 other people have that name now. in her
Right.
family.
Do you guys remember Shanequa being hit by a car?
I don't remember it. I just remember the pictures and stuff.
Right.
And her always talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it on Deep Creek?
Yes.
Yeah, I never knew where it happened, but I remember the pictures of her leg.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know who she was crossing the street to see? Who was she
Mm-mm.
No.
going to run into? Okay.
Who were you crossing the street to see?
My mom.
Oh. Damn. I did that. My grandma used to always say, "That's a highway, girl. Don't go across that street."
Mm-hmm. Deep
It was.
It was
Boulevard.
Boulevard.
Those
It was
cars
the Boulevard.
Pew.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. What message or what would you like to tell Shanequa today on her birthday?
Well, I would say keep being resilient because you are like Teflon tough. You've like, anytime you have to, and you know this too, you go like bury your parents,
Mm-hmm.
like, so I just know that you are a resilient person.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can take some hits and bounce back. I don't know how many more you can I'm just kidding.
No, you're right. Lord, I don't know
But,
how many more.
But that's
But
what she
yeah.
has, you guys.
Yeah.
Don't
Just,
bounce
keep that up and keep remaining positive because you always seem to find the light in something. And I attribute that to your grandmother's rearing.
Mm-hmm.
Church every Sunday, and just something set in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was almost like, so we knew like Miss Porter went to church and we knew who she was affiliated with, like who her brothers were and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I know Miss Porter was like very spiritual or what have you.
Yeah.
But I feel like your spirituality is on like an entire different level.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes we have conversations and I'll be like, well, come on, you know, come on, preach, preacher,
Right.
you know, keep that up, keep that light, keep that positivity. I tell you all the time, I love how you rear your girls, you know, and even how you love your husband, you know. So just
thank you.
Just remain, like Hugo says, be consistent.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yep, and I echo all of that. And say happy birthday to you, and continue to
Thank you.
You know, continue to be consistent and stay uniquely you. I think that there's not a lot of people who are genuinely formidable. Mm-hmm. And you, like Amanda has just mentioned, I mean, you've been able to be that and be light to so many people. So keep uniquely being you and sharing that light.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let's sing happy birthday to the birthday girl. Yes. We have cake, but I think we have too much going on anyway here. So sorry guys.
Well, you know,
we'll have the cake
not
without
my
you.
forte at all.
Well, me neither, but we're gonna do our best.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
happy birthday.
What are you singing?
Okay. I was gonna help with the voices.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Serenade me.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Shanequa. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Thank
you put that on some auto tune.
So much.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us today. Again, it was a very special episode celebrating our dear friend. As you can see, I hope that you got to know Shanequa a little better. I actually did. And just another year with you, I want to say I really appreciate. I admire you. I am so grateful to have you not only as a business partner, but also as a friend that we have been given the opportunity to cross paths.
Yeah.
And become sisters, you know. Yeah. And I love you, and I wish you about the best. I'm always here with you. And I wanted you to feel the support and the love from friends from childhood and friends that you have gained along the way.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I guess I'll just say I am so grateful for all of these people sitting here at the table. Each of them has played a unique part in my life. And I really feel that one of the greatest blessings that God can give you, walk on 2 legs. And all 3 of these people are just blessings to me and my family. So I don't take it lightly. You know, if you have one friend, someone that you can call a friend in life, like, you have so much. You're rich in so many areas. So thank you guys for just being my friend and being there when it always hasn't been the easiest, as you've heard. So just thank you for sticking with me through like my growing pains and all of that, and just allowing me to process and still be forgiven towards me. So I love y'all.
Love you too. Celebrate Shanequa by following us, liking us, sharing us.
You got it.
Giving us comments. On Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
So that would be the best birthday present ever. So with that, remember, life does not have to be this or that. It should be this and that.
Adios.